The International Day of Yoga has been celebrated annually on 21st of June since 2015, following its inception in the United Nations General Assembly in 2014. Yoga is a physical, mental and spiritual practice which originated in India. The Indian Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, in his UN address suggested the date of 21st of June, as it is the longest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere and shares a special significance in many parts of the world. The idea of an International Day of Yoga was first proposed by the current Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, during his speech at the United Nations General Assembly, UNGA, on September 27, 2014. He stated, "Yoga is an invaluable gift of India's ancient tradition. It embodies unity of mind and body, thought and action, restraint and fulfillment, harmony between man and nature, a holistic approach to health and well-being. It is not about exercise but to discover the sense of oneness with yourself, the world and the nature. By changing our lifestyle and creating consciousness, it can help in well-being. Let us work towards adopting an International Yoga Day." Narendra Modi, UN General Assembly. Following this initial marriage, they held on the draft resolution, entitled Day of Yoga, on 2014. The consultations were convened by the delegation of India. 6. In 2015, Reserve Bank of India issued a 10 rupees commemorative coin to mark the International Day of Yoga. In April 2017, UN Postal Administration, UNPA, issued 10 stamps on asanas on a single sheet to mark International Day of Yoga. On December 11, 2014, India's permanent representative Ashok Mukherjee introduced the draft resolution in the United Nations General Assembly. The draft text received broad support from 177 member states who sponsored the text, which was adopted without a vote. This initiative found support from many global leaders. A total of 177 nations co-sponsored the resolution, which is the highest number of co-sponsors ever for any UNGA resolution of such nature. When proposing 21st of June as the date, Modi said that the date was the longest day of the year in the mass Northern Hemisphere, shortest in the Southern Hemisphere, having special significance in many parts of the world. From the perspective of yoga, the summer solstice marks the transition to Dakshinayana. The second full moon after summer solstice is known as Guru Purnima. Shiva, the first yogi, Adi Yogi, is said to have begun imparting the knowledge of yoga to the rest of mankind on this day, and became the first guru, Adi Guru. Following the adoption of the UN resolution, several leaders of the spiritual movement in India voiced their support for the initiative. The founder of Isha Foundation, Sadhguru, stated, "This could be a kind of a foundation stone to make scientific approach to the inner well-being of the human being, a worldwide thing. It's a tremendous step for the world." The founder of Art of Living, Ravi Shankar, lauded the efforts of Modi, saying, "It is very difficult for any philosophy, religion or culture to survive without state patronage. Yoga has existed so far almost like an orphan. Now, official recognition by the UN would further spread the benefit of yoga to the entire world." The first International Day of Yoga was observed around the world on June 21, 2015. The Ministry of Ayush made the necessary arrangements in India. 35,985 people, including Prime Minister Modi and dignitaries from 84 nations, performed 21 asanas, yoga postures, for 35 minutes at Rajpath in New Delhi, becoming the largest yoga class ever held, and with the largest number, 84, of participating nations. Similar days have been held in cities in India and around the world each year since then. An Associated Press report in 2015 noted that the first International Yoga Day involved millions of yoga enthusiasts who stretched and twisted, as well as Modi and members of his cabinet. It stated that the main road in Delhi had become an exercise area for the occasion, and reported that while Modi was speaking of peace and harmony, some people in India thought the promotion of yoga was a partisan Hindu operation. It reported that a sequence of Surya Namaskar, sun salutations, was dropped because Muslims objected to the implication that the sun was the Hindu god of the sun, Surya. The chanting of the Hindu sacred syllable Om was also dropped. Others considered that the money spent on the event might have been better spent on cleaning Delhi's streets. On This Day event is an educational project. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel.